What in Moloch's name took you so long? You think I got time to sit on my arse out here? This job's hit a major snag and I need your help. It's the damn mage, of course. I told you. Working for them always gives me a headache, and this one's a real piece of work. I got here and the stupid mage... Well, you better just see for yourself. Follow me. Can you believe this? The fool's turned himself into iron. It's like a practical joke. I keep expecting my boss to step out from behind a rock and just tell me he wanted to see how I'd react. I'd carry the bastard if he wasn't so damn heavy. To stop me from taking him away. Said some stupid drivel about emotions. If there's one thing I hate more than magic, it's emotions. Can you just deal with this for me? I can't even think at this point.
Hello there. I suggest you don't try to pick me up. You'll only injure your back. Don't ask for any long-winded explanations, either. It's tiring to talk when you're made of iron. No choice. That brute was going to forcibly remove me from the ruins, and I can't leave yet. I have to get my emotions back under control first. Precisely. My emotions are gone. Fear, anger, happiness, sadness. They got away from me. In the literal sense. It's this alien relic here. It's a gateway into the Salasili dream state. But by the time I realized it, my emotions were already gone. Yes, you could go into the dream state and convince them to come back. You'll have to upset them, though. Drive them to experience their counterbalanced state. Anger to fear, happiness to sadness, that sort of thing.
I can't believe this. You're just gonna lie down and take a nap?
Don't! Please! You're going to eviscerate me, I just know it! I don't want to be eviscerated! It sounds awful! Because I had a nightmare, and someone told me they were going to eviscerate me. They described it in great detail, how they were going to cut me open and let all my internal organs spill out. My liver, my stomach, it was terrible. Then it wasn't a very funny joke. My father was eviscerated, as a matter of fact. I'll put up with a lot, but jokes about evisceration are where I draw the line. Oh, now you're making jokes about my mother. Now you've done it. Now you've made me mad. I'm going back to Anatoly. Hello there! I'm so glad you came by. I think I'm about to make a new friend, and you know what that means. I don't know about you, but when I make a new friend, I like to have a celebration. Buttons does too. Buttons and I are favorite friends, but there's always room for one more inside our circle of love. And you're invited. You want a quibble cake? Oh, my grandmother gave me Buttons as a pet when I was just a little boy. We were inseparable. When I was little, he carried me on his back. And when I got big, I carried him on my shoulder. Buttons is my favorite friend in all of Tamariel. Hey, you stop that! You're hurting Buttons' feelings. You're hurting my feelings too. I'm going back to Anatoly. Did you see how gray it is here? Everything is gray, just like my life. One long chain of miserable, lonely days, each one worse than the day before it. Do you know why it is that I even bother to get out of bed? I don't know. I was hoping you knew, but now I'm disappointed again. I always tell people how bad things are, and then they get worse, and so the next time I see them, I have to tell them all over again. Do you want to know what else is sad? You're fobbing. You expect me to believe that you really want to listen to all my complaining? You must think I'm a fool. No one wants to hear all this. It's boring. I don't even want to hear it myself. Now that's the stupidest idea I've ever heard. You think if I stop talking about it, it'll just go away? Like that's some secret trick to dealing with sadness. That's just hysterical. You're funny. You should be a minstrel. What are you looking at? Did I say you could look at me? I don't think so. I don't even want you sharing my air. You're a festering boil on the lip of reality. I don't like boils or things that fester. Move on. Or do you have a problem with that? Oh, tell me you didn't say that. Tell me I didn't hear that right. How would you like a staff blast to your stupid, ugly face? Let's find out. Get ready. You're ruthless! Please, no more! You're really scaring me now! I'm going back to Anatoly! Please, don't hurt me again. I don't want to be eviscerated. For some reason, looking at you makes me want to vomit. My emotions just feel like they're going to burst out and run away again. Overall, though, I am feeling a little lighter on my feet. I think so. I won't know for sure until I get home to my wife. Come to think of it, she's very similar to this Iliad relic. She's old and strange and brings out all of my emotions. Regardless, though, I'm ready to go whenever your friend is.
So when I saw you go down for a nap, I decided this partnership was over. I certainly didn't think you were doing your part. Then the mage suddenly stands up and says he's ready to go, and that I have you to thank for it. Is that true? All right, I don't need to hear any more. I'm not gonna pretend I understand any of this, and I don't really want to. Here's your half of the payment. I'll make sure the mage gets safely to his destination.
You come dangerously deep into the forest, my former friend.
Keep your distance, outsider. The last thing we need is some rock-brained city dweller bumbling around. Darkness dominates this part of the forest. Yuella the Hagraven and her Reachmen are encamped here. For now, at least. She did? I find that hard to believe. Delphique knows how I feel about outsiders. Regardless, whatever your reasons for coming, they'll have to wait. Right now, we are in no position to offer anyone aid. And certainly not a city dweller. Yuella the Hagraven and her Reachmen have taken over this part of the forest. And everything here, including the Wyresses, are weaker as a result. Where they travel, the forest slowly withers and dies. We will drive Yuella and her dark witnesses from here, or we will die. Unfortunately, the old hag is no stranger to weird magic. She has constructed foul totems that suppress our power. You expect me to trust one such as you? Perhaps, if one of my sisters keeps an eye on you. Wyres Rashan is young, but she will do. Rashan returns shortly from scouting. If you really wish to help us, she can join you to destroy the totems. Here she comes now. Rashan, we have a volunteer to destroy Yuella's
We aren't
totems.
in the habit of trusting outsiders, but the suffering of the forest seems to have softened my sister's heart. If you really wish to help us, I suppose that's an offer we can't refuse. It won't be easy. First, you will need to destroy Yuella's totems. They keep us from drawing on the power of nature for our magicka. The Reachmen guard them closely, but I'll fight at your side. No spells, but I've got sharp claws and a mean bite. I do what I do for the forest, not for you. There are 3 totems, just a bunch of strung-together sticks for you, but they're like poison to me. I can't get too close, so it's all on you to destroy them. All right? Are you ready?
I dare another one of them. Of all the travesties against nature, this is the most foul. This is the last one, the last Spriggan. There used to be hundreds in Jackdaw Cove, frolicking about in the grass and the water. They were beautiful. Worse, they poisoned them, corrupted them, turned them into monstrosities. Those lurchers. This is the only Spriggan left, and the Reachmen's poison already courses through her branches. She will soon transform unless I am able to treat her. My sisters would not want me to trust an outsider, but they are not here, and I cannot leave her side. Frankly, I am surprised you share my concerns. You are sure you wish to help me? I need heartwood from inside the lurchers. It's the only thing that will help the little Spriggan at this point. I hesitate to ask more of an outsider, but we could do more than just ease her passing. There is a chance we can save her life. It will require more work, though. The heartwood degrades quickly in the lurchers, but sometimes remains pure. If you take the extra time to find the pure heartwood, it could save the Spriggan.
Quickly, like a snake. Time is of the essence.
We shouldn't get our hopes up too much, but with the pure heartwood, there is at least a chance our little friend can be healed. Have you been able to find any? Quickly then, let me mix it into a poultice. I am grateful that you were able to find the pure heartwood. I hope so. Here, take the poultice and apply it to the poor thing. I must be prepared to do whatever is necessary. I pray to all...
We destroy the wards, then we destroy...
It worked! The little bugger's already thriving again. The power... Thank you! Now, with nature's blessing, our little friend will survive the Reachmen invasion. But as for her sisters, the only thing left is to avenge them. The abominations are created just across the water. A witchman has built a transformation altar there to perform his foul work. I am not equipped for this task. Will you go destroy the altar and kill the witchman for me, for the Spriggans who died?
Wow. I can actually feel the forest again. This is good. The natural order is re-emerging already. It's still very weak, though. It has to be nurtured back to health. She has to die. Until Yuella's gone, the corruption remains. Her blood is the nurture the forest needs. Whoa. My magicka is returning, and it's making me lightheaded. Meet me over at the old tower. I need to get my bearings.
Vandal! Destroying my art! You will regret! Playing with the little girls of the forest. A game with me, though many have come to regret. How exactly does my new playmate plan to win? Tell me! To kill Yuella, you must find her first. I can reach you, but you cannot reach me. Where I am is a secret only a crow can know. And the crow's call for your death, not mine. Come after me, and the last sight you will see will be a black beak pecking out your eyeballs.
Listen, I was wrong to be so hard on you before. You've certainly proven now that you deserve my trust. I appreciate your help more than I can express, especially if you'll see this thing through. You did? Well, I guess we got the old hag's attention. Maybe we put the foul thing on the defensive. Of course, she probably has layers upon layers of protection. I don't even know how to find her. I don't suppose you have any inkling? The poor crows. She's taken complete control of them. Their spirits are helpless. They can only watch what happens to their physical forms from the nature realm. She does have them coming and going, though, so they would know where to find her. As a matter of fact, now that I can draw on the power of nature again, there is. I can take you into the nature realm. Not in that form, of course, but it would allow us to talk to the crow's true spirits. Do you trust me?
Must be nice to be able to travel between this realm and the physical realm. I'm stuck here. Yes, I'm stuck here. If she were here, I'd peck her eyes out. No, she's not in the nature realm. But of course, you can't reach her in the physical realm. Maybe one of the other crows knows more.
A wolf tried to eat me once, you know. Just because we're in the nature realm, you think we can be friends now? Maybe. Did that hag-raven trap your spirit here as well? Oh? If you can access the physical realm, you might have a chance. The door to Yuela's lair is in this realm, you see. But you have to break the wards in the physical realm. There's more to it, though. You should ask one of the other crows.
We can dispense with the small talk. I know why you're here. Even in the nature realm, news travels fast among crows. Getting to Yuela is impossible, though. Even if you break her wards, entering her domain will corrupt your soul. Well, why didn't you just say so? That would work. There is something different about you, isn't there? Yuela's lair is in the island tower. Break the wards in the physical realm, but enter the door from here. Don't tell her.
This looks like the place. I guess you're the one who's... Here I was, just starting to feel like you're one of the pack, and now we have to part ways. Obviously, I'll have to be the one to break the wards on the door. It doesn't seem fair. You get to go in and chew the old hag's face off. I don't think so. Her lair's actually in the physical realm, so you'll assume your physical form. Probably not so much chewing, I suppose. That's good, though. You'll need your hands. After the crone's dead, you'll have to get her nasty little heart. When I said her blood was the nurture that the forest needs, I meant that, literally. She's the source of the corruption here, so we need her heart to perform the ritual to cleanse the forest. So, are you ready to go get it? There, back in the physical realm. Time to do this. All right, the door should be open now. Go get me that...
To enter my dark hole, tear you apart, my crow spirit.
freedom! Freedom at last! And Yuella dead! Dead! Sweet relief. No more voices, no more restraint. Bodies and minds together again. The crows of Jackdaw Cove are in your debt. Yes, free and feasted. The hag raven was all skin and bones, but what's there is sweet to eat. So thank you for saving us, and thank you for supper.
The Reachmen must have sensed Yuella's death. They started to panic and fight amongst themselves. Made them easy pickings for me and my sisters. Now, the heart. You do have it, I hope. You see all the giant vines choking the life out of everything here. The ritual will purge the area of their evil presence. It's necessary for the land to heal. Why are you stalling, though? You've grown attached to those vines? Actually, hold on to it. I have an idea. Wyresses will howl, but I think you've earned the honor. Let us begin the ritual, and once we've penetrated the earth, you can throw the heart into the circle to complete the spell. All right, sisters. Let us begin the ritual. It's your moment. Go ahead. Throw the heart into the circle. Who would have guessed it would be an outsider who would show up and kill Yuella? I doubt this means we'll start inviting families from Evermore out to visit, but maybe, just maybe, we can be a little more friendly. I, for one, am as grateful to you as the flowers are to the sun. You brought life back to these lands when it was nearly choked out. Though we may never officially call an outsider a friend, I think we can at least consider you an ally. Well, I expect you won't be returning anytime soon to enjoy my sister's hospitality, and I can guarantee we won't run into each other on some city street. So I guess this is goodbye then. Of course. I'm sure she'll be happy to see you. I didn't think about it before, but I suppose this means the Reachmen are no longer a threat to Evermore either. All right. Well, if you ever come back to this neck of the woods, we'll kill you. I'm only joking. Wyresses humor again. Go on now. May her scene bless your hunt wherever it may lead you.
What pathetic creature meddles with my magic? You will pay for defiling my altar!
Did you destroy the altar and kill that bastard witchman? Thank you. I intend to take great care of this last little Spriggan. With Hersine's blessing, I hope she might be the seed to spawn many more, and that someday a multitude of Spriggans will again frolic in the waters of Jackdaw Cove.
price. I knew if I banged on this door long enough, someone would come. Look, I really need a helping hand here. Can you spring me out before the trolls come back? No, it was the skeevers. Of course it was the trolls. Me and a few others came down here looking for loot, but the trolls caught us. One by one, they've eaten all my friends. They were saving me for dessert. Probably because I'm so sweet. Yes, cursed. Every last one of them. Their screams were horrid. I was grateful when they stopped. Look here, friend. Since everyone else is dead, I got all the loot. If you'll unlock this door and help me back to the surface, I'll share. The lever's on the wall, right over there. You're a real lifesaver. Can't tell you how glad I am you happened along. What am I supposed to do? Lie here sobbing until the trolls eat me too? Sure, they were good folk, but it's not like we grew up in Valenwood together. We shared a few heists, a few jugs of Jaga, and now they're dead, and I got to move on. Sorry, trolls, no dessert today! Thanks, barrels. Meet me on the Evermore docks and I'll have your reward.
He's too sick to try. It's the waiting that's the worst. If Kerbal has some magic cure, why doesn't she just give it to my husband? To all of these poor souls. Are you also waiting to see Kerbal? She's the village's mayor. They say Kerbal can cure any disease, but once cured, you can never leave the village. I'm not sick, but my husband Draven is, and if we have to live in a hovel for the rest of our lives to save him, that's fine by me. That's another strange thing. It's hidden, through the cave up the hill. Kerbal will send for me eventually, but I'm worried. It's forever without him. Could you take a look and make sure Draven's all right? I have some gold. I can pay you. You'll need to talk to the guard by the cave entrance before you go. They don't take kindly to unexpected visitors. Draven's my husband, tall, handsome fellow. Tell him I'm still waiting. To be honest, we don't know. He doesn't like to talk about it, even to me. Last month he locked himself in our basement and refused to come out, as if he was afraid I'd catch it from him. I heard all about a legendary village where all illnesses cured, ever since I was a lad. When Draven got sick, I needed to find it, or learn whether it even existed. Spent nearly all our gold until I did, and here we are at last. Draven entered the village a week ago. Kerbal says it's part of the treatment, to see how the patient fares without his or her family. She sent someone to tell me it won't be much longer. I can't wait to be with my husband again.